In this video, I'm going to be covering how Represent was able to generate over $80 million in 2023 and how they're looking to scale to £250 million by 2025. So I'm going to be covering the entire funnel, right? Not just the whole, oh, how do they do it? I'm going to be going into a lot of detail from the traffic sources they're using, okay, the countries they're targeting, alongside what their sort of traffic size is looking like, also their ads, in particular meta ads, right? We're covering the organic marketing strategy, what they're doing organically, and we're covering their website, how they are optimizing for conversions, and I'm also be covering their emails as well. So the entire email strategy, or part of the email strategy, that's making them one of the most successful brands in recent times, right, in the UK at least. So make sure you watch this video to the end, okay? This isn't for beginners. This is not for brands who are just starting out, who don't have capital. If you have capital and you're willing to invest in sort of the teachings I'm going to be showing here, then keep watching to the end, because if you skip around and you don't understand any part of this, then this just won't work. You won't implement anything, and you might as well go watch something else, right? So watch it till the end. If you don't understand any part of this, go ahead and rewatch it, right? And it will become clearer to you how brands like this are able to scale to these massive numbers and how you can effectively go and implement it for yourself, right? So again, if you're a business owner who's not serious, who's not able to sit and watch a video that could potentially change your life for, at least 10 seconds or more than that, you have attention span of a goldfish, which is quite common nowadays because of TikTok and other sort of social media platforms causing problems with attention spans, then again, go watch something else, and you won't become a great business owner who can make a lot of money, right, and stack a fuck ton of cash, right? So let's get straight into it. So in terms of Represent, I'm sure you may have heard of the brand if you're into fashion or clothing at least. They've been able to generate over £80 million by 2023 in alone, and they're looking to scale much further. And they are probably going to get to this point quite comfortably, right? Because they have everything in place and processes, which I'm going to go through. So you can see here that they are getting at least 1.5 million users to their website, rough 1.2 to be exact, right? It's quite consistent. These are the months, February, March, April. And yeah, they're at least above 1 million website visitors per month. Okay, that is a lot of people. And this is how they're able to generate over £80 million, okay, which is over $110,000, right, in revenue. And on top of that, they have a 44% bounce rate. So again, it's not the lowest, but at this point, they have so much brand awareness that it doesn't really matter. People will come back to the website anyway. So I wouldn't focus too much on the bounce rate per se, but obviously you want to keep people on the website for as long as possible so that they can, get nurtured with your brand, they can understand and, increase the chances of them purchasing. And on top of that, they have, 3.7 visitors or pages per visit, which effectively means how many pages are each visitor visiting on average, right? The higher, the better. So in this case, 3 pages isn't the highest, but it's not atrocious either. You're probably a brand and you have only 1 page per visit or 1.5, whatever it may be, right? People are not looking around the website. If it's above 3, then you're having people who are browsing, you have a decent website where people are looking around, it's engaging, which is what you want because it's positively correlated with how many people are going to purchase from you and how much revenue you're going to make, right? There's a direct correlation. So again, they have 1.2 million visitors and they are effectively doing well in terms of sort of getting them in and getting the purchase clearly, right? So that's what's happening. And in terms of the geography, you can see that they are targeting United Kingdom primarily alongside the United States. So there's sort of like a dual relationship going on here. They're trying to target both countries because they are the countries where they have a good relationship with each other. Usually British brands can do quite well in the US, right? Once they have a decent strategy. So that's what's happening there. And also Germany as well. Sometimes there's a crossover there. Germany sometimes usually likes British clothing brands, fashion brands. So that's what we're seeing here. And in terms of the traffic sources, they're getting 47% of it from organic and paid search combined, and 40% from direct traffic. So they are obviously doing Google. They're also, because they have brand presence, okay, they get a lot of traffic just from people just searching the brand and then going ahead and typing it in the toolbar, saying, okay, I want to go to Represent. Let's just type in represent.com in the search bar, and they're going to find that. So that's the place you want to get to as a brand owner. You want to get to where you get a lot of direct traffic, because it means people actually just actively searching for your brand. Okay. And okay, of course, they have 4.74% social, right? This is desktop, so they're not going to be able to, not all of this traffic is going to be coming from desktop. Is a lot of it, at least 80% of it, is going to be coming from social, so coming from mobile rather, and that's really what is expected, right? This is expected for a brand like Represent. So there you go. And by the way, I've been able to generate $385,000 in 60 days for brands. In this particular one, we were effectively applying a social media strategy where it involved meta ads, and we scaled them up with just meta ads alone, right? And making sure that their brand was be able to scale up, that way, right? It's very simple. It's just a case of applying it. So if you're interested in that, then you can DM me on Instagram, or you can click the link in the description to book in a call. But make sure you watch this video to the end, because at the end of the day, if you try to book in a call, then you haven't watched the content, then what the solution, you don't know if I can provide the solution that you need. So again, watch this video and you'll be able to gain a lot of insight before booking in a call, right? So that's sort of the overview of Represent. And then we've got the ads itself. You can see that they are running ads. Okay, the only way they're going to get to these numbers is by running ads to acquire new customers. In this case, they're using a lot of meta ads. Okay, and these are the meta ads they're running. They're running at least 1,000 ads. Okay, 1,200 ads. Right, that is a lot of ads. There's a fuck ton of ads that they're running. So obviously, to get to that point, you need to make sure you have very good creatives, right? Otherwise, you won't get anywhere near close to 100, let alone 1,000. So you can see here that they have gone ahead and used videos, okay? And this is what is working for them. Video is meant to showcase the new collection. And as you can see, they say Represent Owners Club, a collection for enthusiasts, by enthusiasts. And this is effectively going to showcase the collection and also induce the masculine vibe. So it's showcasing the masculine vibe, which is obviously what's going to attract the target market. They're going to see the ad and they'll be like, okay, this is great. We're going to try and go to the website and potentially purchase, right? You're resonating with the customer, right? You need to do that. So it's not just enough to run the meta ads. You need to have creatives that is speaking to your target market, right? So you can see here, they are wearing the products. They have different models wearing the products, okay? They're speaking to different demographics in the market that they're trying to target, which is younger men. So that's what they've gone and done here. And here you can see they have the DPA ads. This is what you call a dynamic product ad. And this showcases the product, or as it would look like on the website, so that it's sort of like a Google Shopping ad effectively. So this sends traffic straight to the product page, and this maximizes conversions as well, because it means less steps for them to go ahead and purchase. So this is also a very good ad that they're utilizing, and they use it a lot. They use it on prospecting campaigns, so campaigns targeting people who have never heard of the brand before, and they're also targeting people who have visited the website or may have heard of the brand before, but they haven't purchased yet. And they're most likely using this for people who have also purchased as well. And they're using this as an upsell. So they're using this across the board. And this is a very effective way of maximizing conversions, maximizing ROI, and scaling as well, maximizing revenue. So they're using that. They're also using ads where they have very basic copy, as you can see here, but it's still invoking emotion, right, in the target customer. The products in the collection, right? They're still, it's still descriptive of the products in the collection. For example, it says reimagine classics on refreshed colorways. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that they're presenting classics right? The colorways that they're using is supposed to be refreshing and supposed to provide sort of a new vibe to fashion, right? That's the promise they're making. So this also creates intrigue. People will click on to the ad onto the website and they'll go ahead and view the products, okay, to see if this promise is being kept. Okay, so in terms of the video ads, in this case, they also use more video ads. Again, they diversified what videos they're using, and this is what's been working for them very well. So in terms of the strategy, this is how they're able to scale up to 1,200 ads, because they are using dynamic product ads, okay, to get people who just want to buy the product just like that. They're also using video ads, okay. They're showcasing the products in different ways with different models so that they can appeal to large broads of the target market. And they're using very short copy, okay, to get straight to the point. And again, they're trying to diversify the videos that you're using, because not everyone's going to react well to the same video. Okay, some people react to more different videos, for example, like have high fashion videos like this compared to like lifestyle high production videos like this. So it's something that you would have to split test, as something that you should be testing via Meta. And this is how I was able to pretty much get to the the larger numbers. $385,000 for this brand, okay, that we effectively implemented a Meta ad strategy where we made sure that they had very diverse creatives that we could go ahead and roll out on Meta and scale from there. So that's what they've gone ahead and done on Meta. And obviously they have their Google Shopping, so they have their campaigns running here. So they're obviously targeting bestsellers. In this case, it was hoodies and jackets, okay? And you can see here that they're trying to promote a lot of their more expensive items, because they can spend more on those items. They have higher profit margins, so they can spend more. They can rank for it higher on Google because they can afford to pay higher for the click. They can afford to pay more for the click. So that's what they've gone ahead and done here as well. In terms of the organic marketing, they have obviously the Instagram. They are big on Instagram, and they've been posting quite consistently. They are working with influencers to get more people onto the page. As you can see here, they have the content with Jamie Foxx wearing their product, and other influencers as well. So this obviously is not going to be replicatable with beginners. But the idea is you want to keep posting consistently. You want to produce aesthetic content that actually appeals to your target market. Okay, like they are. They have very masculine vibe to the clothing, but also very stylish. And that's what they're going for. You can see now they're going for more boxing, gym wear as well. So, but you need to, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're fashion, health, and beauty, you need to be posting consistently on the platform, and you need to be making sure that you're maximizing engagement, right? So that's what you need to be doing. And in terms of the sort of TikTok, they also on TikTok. Again, recommend that the brands are on TikTok. And you can see they're getting some views. Again, it's not the most views because the content they're using, to be fair, is not really suitable for TikTok. You can see they're using very high production content. There's no really user-generated content that they're using, which is what really the users of TikTok are used to. That's what they engage with. They don't engage with this type of content where it's like high production. They don't really like that type of content on TikTok. So that's something that they can improve, but at least they're on the platform posting consistently. And you can see they've grown to 64,000 followers. And on Pinterest, they're doing the same thing. Again, they have pins and they are separated by categories, right? And collections like SS24. And that is also working for them. And they also have YouTube. So again, this is going to involve you having a videographer, somebody who's recording content, regularly. So you see they're posting like every 2 weeks, and that's another source of traffic where they bring in, to the website, and they're also indoctrinating the brand more, because you can see indoctrinating people into the brand more, because you can see that they have videos which are quite long, 20 minutes. If people watch 20 minutes of a brand, and their products, they are going to be pretty, affinity. They're going to have a high affinity to the brand, and they're more likely to purchase, right? Because they have built a connection, right, with that. So that's something that they've done as well. So you can see they have an organic marketing strategy and they have their Google ad strategy. And that's what's contributing to them getting a lot of the traffic going to, direct, right? And social alongside a search, right? Organic search. Because what's happening is the people are on social, they can either click onto the URL here, these URLs, or they may go ahead and search via Google, or because they know the brand URL is clearly shown here, representclo.com, they would just type it in the search bar, okay? So that's how they're able to get a lot of traffic to the website, okay? Organically and via paid, like I said, they're running 1,200 ads, okay? You can see that they are focusing a lot on paid social, okay? And I recommend that you do that too, because paid social is one of the most easiest way to maximize revenue, okay? And it's, the 1,200 ads is quite a lot, okay? So they are really pushing very hard on meta ads, okay? So if you're in a position where you want to scale with meta ads, then like I did with this brand, right? We did this with meta ads alone. We didn't do any Google ads or, any other types of ads, TikTok, whatever. We did this with only meta. So, with email marketing in the back end, because you don't want to be misled here. You need to have a holistic strategy, right? So you need to, if you're going to bring customers in, you need to make sure that you're retaining them as well. And not all of them are going to buy the first time. So you need to have a robust back-end marketing strategy, which includes email and, potentially SMS as well. But this is what's possible when you have a very good paid social meta ad strategy like they do. And again, if you're interested in that, then you can click on the link in the description and book in a call to see if you're a good fit. So that's for the ads and the organic marketing. Now, this traffic will go to the homepage, okay? So when they hit the homepage, they will go and see the hero image, right? So before they see that, they get a notification pop up. So this increases the number of leads who can be recontacted. So the idea here is they want to create fear of missing out, right? If you don't opt into this, then you'll not be notified of the latest drops, okay? Which means you'll miss out and not be able to buy, the most stylish products, right? And again, because it's a clothing brand, right? Whether you're female, male, fashion, this is a very good strategy, because what happens is you're creating sort of scarcity, you're creating a fear of missing out, okay, FOMO, and that's what's going to help you to elevate your brand as well, your brand image, and get them to invest in the brand as well, because they understand that your brand is valuable and they're going to take it more seriously than a brand where they don't do this and they're just like, the products are always there, right? And they don't, they can buy at any time, right? But in this case, they're communicating, Represent is communicating that you can, the only way you can get the most exclusive products, right, the highest sought after products, is by being notified, right? And so if you click on this, what happens is they'll receive notifications when drops do happen via the browser or on their mobile, and they will be able to go ahead and purchase them, okay? And even then, that's another element as well, because what happens is when they opt in to the notifications, what happens is they will go to the website and now they have it in their mind. They've been primed that on the website, the products that's been promoted, if they don't buy those products right now, it's going to go out of stock. So there's added scarcity there as well. So it's like a win-win situation. So after that, they are presented with the hero image. So this is presenting the collection that's upcoming, right? You can see they have a timer as well, so to increase sort of the anticipation for the collection. And with drops, because by default, drops are sort of scarcity related, right? There's high scarcity, there's, time scarcity, product scarcity as well. So people are going to be, more alert to the product drops. And when it does happen, they start to go ahead and, pretty much go ahead and try and purchase it. So obviously with drops, like for example, the Kylie Jenner drop, when she used to do hers, they would sell out in like pretty much a minute. So the idea here is you want to create anticipation, but you want to make sure people are aware of what they will be buying. So what they've gone ahead and done is they've gone ahead and provided links. There's a provided episode to warm people up, so get them educated on what is going to be sold, and that way they're going to have a successful drop, right? So that's something you can implement. Now, in terms of the when you scroll down, they are showing another collection which they dropped recently. This is a boxing collection, and they are featuring a influencer, famous person. This guy's Conor Benn, the boxer. And again, why did they do this? They did this because they want to maximize engagement on the page. They want to obviously get some of his fans onto the affiliated with the brand, acquainted with the brand, and that's going to maximize engagement. That's going to build association between the brand and the influencer, and by proxy, the Represent will become their favorite brand. So that's what they've gone ahead and done here. Again, this is the boxing collection. They're also attracting people who are into boxing, who like to take boxing classes, for example, and that way they're going to they are reaching out to a new target market. Because remember, Represent was more or less just another fashion brand. They were obviously going for the basics, right? They're really trying to push out on that, but at the end of the day, they are now trying to become more edgy. They're trying to become more masculine, and that way more sporty as well. So that's the direction that they're going in. Hence why they're using these type of influencers. So that's what they're doing. And then when you scroll down even further, they have more of the products, right? They have these products, okay? So people can go ahead and click onto these. These are probably bestsellers because it's black hoodies. Then they've got another collection as well, okay? Another collaboration that they did previously, and then it's still live. This one, in this case, with Metallica. So they've been able to get collaboration with Metallica. So in your situation, you can also get collaboration as well. All you need to do is reach out to agents, people who are affiliated with maybe an influencer or likewise, and then pretty much create a collaboration. And then from that point onwards, it's just a case of back and forth communication, saying, okay, we want to build a collection with you. Please, contact us, and we can go through how you can get these products manufactured in your own image. So it's mutual. We have a mutual product that we both like, so we can get it manufactured, and then we can start promoting it with your face on the brand. Okay, like they've done with Conor Benn, for example. And that will help to maximize engagement. That will help to get more people into the brand, maximize brand awareness as well. And then on that influencer's social channels, they will also promote the brand on those channels as well. So that helps to bring more exposure to the brand and help them to grow. So that's what they're going to done here. And again, they're showing more products again intermittently. They're not just showing a whole list of products, or they're not just showing hero images, from start to finish. They're breaking it up. So they have, the products, and then they have the image, then the products, and then the image, right? So it's just sort of breaking it up, and it's not just all images, not just all products. And again, they have another one. So Owners Club, this is for enthusiasts, okay? So this is to target people who are more hardcore brand fans, and that's going to help to build brand loyalty as well. So this continues. They start promoting different collections, and that's how they are able to maximize engagement and maximize the website duration that these people are, spending on the website. So that's what they've gone ahead and done. Now, once they have gone through the homepage, they're now going to go to the product page, right? So they either went to the product page from the ad, okay, the meta ads, and then it went to the website, okay? So the product page or the homepage. Usually, for example, the DPA ad, the DPA meta ad, they would go through to the product page, okay? So now that they're on the product page, what they've been shown? They've been shown the product on a white background, okay, or gray background. Very aesthetic, okay? It showcases the product in, the most, clear way. And it also, showcases the product, the masculinity of the product, not elegance, by the way. So it showcases the masculinity of the product, and provides the ideal transformation. Again, black worked very well, very masculine, and it provides sort of a comfort as well, which it shows. And obviously they have a picture of the model when you scroll to the right. Okay, you'll be shown this on the third image. And obviously, this is very important because it shows, what does the product look like on a model. And again, a lot of people will not buy the product, all because they don't know what it looks like on a person. Okay. And if they do buy and it's not what they expected, then they're just going to return the item, right? Because they didn't have an idea of what it would look like on a human being. So very important that you have both pictures. Okay. And again, they have it, with the model, and that's really what's going to help boost conversions as well. Okay. And then they have order related information. They have the free shipping, the easy returns, and they also talk about how you can get next day delivery within sort of a certain time period. Okay. So obviously this one is very important because this also maximizes scarcity, urgency, and it's what will drive conversions as well, because people like next day delivery. Okay. They've been coached and conditioned by Amazon that they can get next day delivery, and anything outside of that is sort of a burden, right? So because they've put that here, that's a massive benefit and USP that they have. Okay. So they also promote a little upsell here. So it's a free team 24/7 socks. Okay. This is like a gift, more or less, not really an upsell. But this will help them to, incentivize people to spend more on a website. Okay. They say if you spend £250, then you will get a free gift. Okay. And I've seen this personally with other brands that I've worked with, that, free gift for purchase works very well, and it can help to boost conversions by quite a bit because you provide an incentive for people to buy, to purchase. Okay. And you can definitely put this in the social ads. Okay. For example, like we did for this brand, I did for this brand, which generated this amount. We put in a, sort of gift that they could go ahead and purchase if they spent a certain amount, and that worked very well. Okay. So that's what they've gone ahead and done, and it's obviously working very well for them. Obviously now they have the other information, product details, product FAQs, shipping and return. So they handle all or most of the objections, okay, that can possibly come up, but from the customer. So all of it's handled. They don't need this will minimize the amount of bounce rate that's happening on the website. People will, obviously have the questions answered, so there's no reason for them not to buy. Okay, so that will help to increase the conversion rates as well. And on top of that, if still the questions are not answered or they still have issues or objections, then there is a live chat here as well, which they can go ahead and click on and communicate with a support team member, right? So they have, that also. They also have a video. Okay, this is maybe a bit blurry because of the picture I took, but yeah, they have a video of the person wearing the product. This is also very good because it also showing it live in motion. It gives people another perspective on the product, and as a result, people are going to, more likely to purchase as a result, right? So if you're able to get videos of your product, that's very aesthetic, then you can also add that to the product pages. And yep, they provided more information on the product. Okay, they give descriptive language. You can tell they use a copywriter, right? But it's communicating, exactly how the product will feel, will look, and how it will fit, and that's very important for fashion items. Okay, so alongside that, they got product recommendations. They have a sticky add to cart, right, as well, so maximize conversion rates. Because people obviously they want to buy product, but if they have to scroll down, keep scrolling down or scroll up to the add to cart, to click on the add to cart, then that causes more friction. And if you cause more friction, that just increases the chances that people are not going to buy. They're just going to click away. Okay, especially on mobile where people are effectively, very, their attention span is quite low. They are receiving notifications left, right, and center. They have all these apps open, right? Especially if they're, on Meta, on Instagram or Facebook. Okay, they just don't have the attention span anymore. So, if they have to scroll up, if there's anything that's causing friction, they're not going to respond well to that. So it's good that they have a sticky add to cart button, which is present at all times, whether they scroll up the page or down the page. So that's what they've got ahead and done. Now, they've gone ahead and used the language style with. Okay, they want people to go ahead and style the products, and this is to create like an upsell to get more people to buy more of their products, and give them a reason why to do that. Because the reason they're using is because, oh, you can pair it with this item, you look just as cool, you're gonna have matching outfits, and while you're here you might as well do that. So that's what they got ahead and done. And they had to provide more suggestions as well. This is very important. You can see how long this list is. They really want to try and keep people on the site, to keep browsing the pages. And obviously this would have contributed to them getting to, the sort of view rates, that get into the number of pages per visit, and also the visit duration as well. Okay. They're really trying to keep people on the website. And the way they're doing that is by giving them lots of recommendations. Okay. Now, this can be kind of like something that you need to split test, because we usually, when you give people too much choice, they end up with what you call analysis by paralysis, or paralysis by analysis. And when that happens, people like to click away, okay? Because they don't want to have to make a decision, and it just causes cognitive bias, right? So you need to be careful. You need to split test it. If you're going to add so many products, then you should also test adding only 4 products as well, which is the standard. Okay. I've even seen some brands, they don't even add any recommendations as well. They just want the viewer to focus on the actual product, okay, on the product page, and that's it. And then add a cart button. That's all they want them to focus on. So it's something that you need to split test. Okay. Now, once they have viewed the product page, they added the cart, they'll be shown the cart page. Okay. So this is effectively, a page where they'll also be upsold. Okay. And you see the prices of these items are on the lower side. So this is deliberate because they want to upsell. Okay. If they start promoting hoodies and extra stuff here, which is more expensive, then that will reduce the amount of uptake that the prospect or the visitor will go ahead and use, right? So you want to use cheaper items, okay, to upsell, because it makes it easier for people to do that, to add those to basket, okay? And we find that people usually, if they add something to basket, and they're more likely to add another item to basket as well, because they have shown intent and they want to feel consistent, like on a psychological level, right? They want to feel consistent in their actions. So if they're adding something to cart and they see another item they can add to cart, they are more than likely to add it to their cart as well. So that's sort of the trick they're using here. Okay. They also say free shipping. Okay. Very important. A lot of people won't buy an item because of the shipping cost. So they've gone ahead and upfront said, okay, it's free shipping, right? So more people will go into the checkout, and they're more likely to purchase and not have to worry about paying extra costs or things that's they were not expecting, right? So that's what will happen when they hit the cart page. So all of this came from the meta ad, right? So again, this is very important, because you may have all of this, okay? You may have the website and stuff, okay, set up in a similar fashion and optimized, but the ads are doing a lot of the heavy lifting as well, right? The meta ads in this case, because they are running 1,000 ads, 1,200 ads actually, okay? They've been pre-sold here, okay, with the videos, okay? They would have not got this far if they weren't pre-sold with the ad, right? So these ads are providing the fuel for them to go ahead and purchase. Again, if the ad was bland, if the product was bland, then they would not get this far, and they definitely wouldn't add to cart, okay? So that's really important point. It's not just enough to have a very good website and very good products. The ad needs to communicate it in a very very effective way. Okay, so that's what they've gone ahead and done. So just bear that in mind. Okay, now after they have checked out, they'll be shown emails. Okay, because they either would have opted in, or they would have, completed the purchase. It would have provided the email information, okay, when they went to order the item. So as you can see here, they have their emails, okay? In this situation, they are doing a pre-launch. So for these emails, they're doing a launch. In this case, it was the Boxing 247 Boxing collection, okay? And it's in collaboration with Everlast, again, another brand. So they're doing a lot of collaborations, okay? So here on the right, you can see they have a pre-launch email, okay? They're featuring the famous person, again, Conor Benn, and they are trying to create anticipation for the new collection, okay? They said that it's coming soon, and they're telling you the time for the launch so that you are prepared, and it creates anticipation, okay? On a psychological level, this will increase conversion because people are being, shown that this product is exclusive, right? And it's not going to be around for long. So it's creating urgency and scarcity in the target customer's mind. So that's what they're doing. Okay, they're also using language such as prestige member. Okay, so they are trying to create, again, more fear of missing out, and they're trying to sort of make people feel important as well. Because if you're a prestige member of the brand, then you have elevated status. Again, because this is clothing, okay, people are not buying because of what what they think it is, right? They're buying because of the status that they can get achieved from it, right? It's all based on emotion. It's all based on, psychological drives as well. So that's what they're going for here. They're really trying to go for the status element, of human nature. And obviously it works for them, right? So they said you can get early access, you get a benefit for being a prestige member. So it incentivizes you to go ahead and, become that member. And they'll tell you, being very clear on the steps in order to go ahead and become the member and what will happen with the launch, so that you're not confused, that you're not going to miss the launch, right? And wonder, what time is it? They're telling you right here, it's 19 o'clock, right? So they are being very clear. And again, they show more images, right? They're trying to warm you up, okay? They're trying to give you more context on the collection, which is also very important because people are less likely to buy if they don't know what they're buying in the first place, and if they don't have much information regarding what those items are. So that's what they've gone ahead and done. Okay. They also have an app. Okay. They have an app for the training as well. And that's also to get more people indoctrinated into the brand and get them purchasing on the app as well. So that's for the pre-launch. And then we also have the launch. Okay. So once the launch happens, okay, they are sending another email, okay, which is very important because you want people to go ahead and buy straight away. So it says now live, okay, it's very similar to this email. As you can see, the logo, they have the title, and then they have the collaboration with Everlast. Now they're saying now live, and then you can get access. Here's the password, and go ahead and purchase, right? And because the target market had been nurtured for quite a long time now, okay, and they had been communicated via email for a while also, what will happen is people will now go buy, this will fly off the shelves effectively because they built that relationship. It didn't just start with the email, okay? They didn't get to this point and were able to make tons of money because of this email, right? They had built a relationship all the way here, okay? They had showcased the products here, okay, on the homepage, on the product page, okay, alongside the ad as well, okay? They've been promoting the products via the ad. So it all is integrated together, okay? None of this is isolated. And this is the thing that separates the bigger brands from the smaller ones, right? They completely neglect that they need to be having, all of these need to have a relationship with each other. The ads, the homepage, product page, and the emails, okay? And if you don't have this, then what's going to happen is you're going to bring traffic to the website and they're just going to bounce straight away because there's a lack of integration between with the brand consistency, right? And there's a lack of communication happening with the collections, the products. They don't know what they're buying, right? And as a result, they're just going to go somewhere else because they can go to another item. They can go to Gucci, they can go to Sephora, wherever they need to go to get the item if they're in the beauty space, for example. And that's not a problem to them, okay? They won't remember your brand ever again, okay, unless you show them another ad, which again is expensive. So when you do get these people via meta ads, you need to make sure that they actually are, they feel like there's a connection between the two, okay? And they're not just being shown just random products, because that doesn't work anymore, okay? So that's what they've gone ahead and done. They've nurtured these people, and now they got to the point where they're showcasing the products, right? In the image, in email marketing. And people are going ahead and typing the password and going ahead and buying in their droves. So that's what they're going to have done. They've also recommended other products, okay, for those who are not quite ready to buy those yet, okay, which will be some people. So, they're showcasing these are probably bestsellers. I know that these are, good selling products, personally. So that's what they're going ahead and promoted. And again, they're promoting the app and the subscription as well. Okay. So, or the membership rather. So that's what they've gone ahead and done. So you can see they have a holistic strategy, okay? And the center of that is the meta ads, okay? As you can see, they're running over 1,000 ads, all right? So that is a lot of ads, okay? That's something that if you want to get to that level, then you need to obviously make sure you have the creatives to back that up, but you also need to have everything else, okay, the website as well, so you can handle that amount of traffic coming to the website, that they converted, you're not losing a fuck ton of money, right? Because you're just wasting your time at that point. So this is the center of it all, right? The meta ads. And that's how I was effectively able to get this brand to $385,000, right, in a 6-day period. This is how I was able to get other brands, for example, to $70,000 in a month, $64,000 a month as well, and so on and so forth, right? Right. This is something that I've been able to replicate with meta ads, okay? And it's something that you would need to replicate as well if you want to start to grow your brand, okay? Again, this is not beginner friendly. If you don't have the resources in order to fund all of this, then this is not going to work for you, okay? You should not be starting a business with next to zero in your bank account. Like that's not responsible on your side, and you need to just stick to your 9 to 5, because you're just going to be wasting your time. You'll be wasting money, and you can't bootstrap a brand like that in 2024 and expect to do a fuck ton of money. So that's for this is for more brands who have proof of concept, they have a product, okay, that they know is selling very well, okay, and they don't know where to go from there, right? This is the stage that you would be at, and this will be most useful for you, right? And that's really it, really. So you can see these are the founders, okay, 2 brothers, and you could be them, right? All you need to do is have a very holistic strategy and know exactly what you need to do, and basically just go ahead and implement it. Again, you can go ahead and implement this yourself, or you can actually work with a consultant, somebody who can coach you on what exactly you need to do at the right time that's tailored to your brand, okay? Because I can tell you right now that if you go ahead and do this yourself, okay, you're going to be running the meta ads. How are you going to be running the meta ads? There's strategies behind that, and it's not just any cookie cutter strategy that you need to implement. It needs to be tailored for your brand, okay? And then you got a website. What are you going to do with a website? Are you going to get a CRO person to do it for you? Great, you can do that. But again, a lot of these CRO people, SEO people, whatever it may be, are not very good, and they don't take your brand into account. So you need somebody who can guide you in exactly what direction you want to be going in with the website and be able to tailor it for you. So, and how that integrates with the ads, because you can create a website, but if it's not actually optimized for running meta ads, okay, at scale, then you're just wasting your time. You also need to obviously present the products in the right way, okay? Make sure you have good products, which you would have if you're at 50K a month, 30K a month, okay? So that's really wanting to get to. And then the email marketing side of things as well, right? Because once people go via email, okay, they're going straight back to the product page, okay? Once they click on the link, they're going straight back. And you can see here, it's illustrated as a feedback loop, okay? So what happens is people are coming in and out of the whole system, okay, or they're staying in the system, right? They're being retained. That's where the word retention comes from, because they're not leaving the system, okay, unless they opt out of emails, which they shouldn't be if you are producing engaging emails, okay, and you're actually resonating with them via emails. And if you're producing great products, which you should be if you're doing 30 to 50K a month, okay? So you need to have this in place alongside the ads. Again, meta ads, the best way to grow in 2024, to be fair. And you need to try and implement that, with assistance. So if you're interested in that, then you can book in a call, right? The link is in the description. You watched this far, so at this point, you're pretty much sold on the idea that you need to be, running meta ads in the best way possible, like Represent does. Okay, I work with brands who are doing this. Okay, they're doing $500,000 a month. Okay, they're doing over $1 million a month. Okay, with a very similar strategy, and they have, these are brands you would have heard of, right? I can't name the names, obviously, but they are brands you like, top of their industry. They know exactly what they're doing. Everyone knows about them, and they are pretty much implementing these type of strategies which I'm going through. Okay, so you got this far. Congratulations. You understand that you need to try and implement upon this. So you can book in a call below, and we can see if you're a good fit for what I do. Okay, and again, this is something that you need to try and focus on. Again, if you didn't understand a lot of this video, then go ahead and rewatch it. Okay, or you can go ahead and watch my other videos as well, which goes over other strategies. For example, I was able to go through another brand, Paris, Georgia, for example. I've gone through other brands as well. So Reformation, for example, another brand that's doing a lot more than Represent does, by the way. They have a very robust strategy as well. So this is something that you need to obviously take action on. Okay, if you don't take action on what I've just shown you, then you need to go rewatch it again. And if you don't do that, then it's going to be a case of you just being where you're currently at, which, it depends on how happy you are with that situation, right? Most people want to grow and keep growing, okay? But if you want to be stagnant and actually not be competitive and not keep growing, then what will happen inevitably is that you start to decline. So I'm sure you don't want that. So it's very important that you take action on this. So rewatch the video, and I'll either see you on book call right below, or on the next video, because that also goes through, pretty much what other brands are doing. And, they say that you would need to watch 7 hours of content in order for you to understand, all of this detail, in the best way possible. So make sure you're watching 7 hours of my content, because that's what's going to actually help you out at the end of the day. So I'll end this video here and see you in the next video.